What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mortal 74. I am Mortal, and Miley's here with me.
Hi.
We wanted to talk a little bit about Star Wars, a solo story. Or is it solo a Star Wars story?
Hey,
A soy boy story. So we were contributing to the boycott of Solo when it first came out.
when was it out? I don't even remember.
It was earlier this year.
Yeah, and to be honest, I watched it because you want to watch it, but
Yeah.
I even yesterday, like I was not really that interested, but it's
But we
okay.
did watch it yesterday, which was it's June 2nd,
Yeah,
or June 1st.
June 1st.
We're very unhappy with the current direction of Star Wars, of
Yeah, we lost Star
Disney's
Wars.
handling of it, and Kathleen Kennedy is just one of the most abysmally horrible leaders of a company that we've ever seen.
I really think that what is his name, George Lucas?
Yeah.
It was a big mistake when he for him to sell his when he
Yeah.
sold the
These
company,
people
'cause-
have no idea what Star Wars is. That they have no idea. They don't care about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just a cash cow. It's a cash cow, and it's a vehicle for a political agenda.
And just to think like what do you think? I mean, I think that they are just or the way they are thinking is like, let us see what is gonna sell more, you know.
Yeah.
So if we talk or if we like go pro feminist or super feminist, then that will sell, you know.
Yeah.
Like
So I specifically have come to a point where I'm ready to just accept that Star Wars will now just be. It won't often be really bad like The Last Jedi, but the trajectory of Star Wars is now going to be average. They're going to be average, decent, entertaining movies. They're not going to have the special quality that the original trilogy. And we're fans of the prequels also,
I think that I will just
to a lesser degree.
Yeah, but I think that I will just stick like I will keep being a fan of the first movies.
Yeah.
And I will maybe watch the next ones just to follow you.
Yeah. So.
But I'm disappointed.
These new movies, they are Star Wars canon. They're part of the universe that we love, that we grew up loving. And so even though it might be mediocre, I was just, wanted to see this part of the Star Wars story that I haven't seen before. And my expectations, were very low now. So easy to just go in and be kind of blindly entertained. So finally, we saw it. So what did we think? I think it was just that. It was average. It was a good movie. It was just average. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything super special.
Yeah, it was kind of like cool, those parts that especially you notice. For example, like when they reveal why, what is the name of this guy, Lando?
Yeah. Why he calls him Han
Why
instead of
he can't,
Han?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of like cool.
I was quite surprised that there was a multitude of like just quick references and Easter eggs to certain Star Wars lore. I was surprised that anybody working on this movie actually knows any of these things from Star Wars, because they don't care about Star Wars. I was really surprised by the reference of Emilia Clarke's character. What was her name? Kira.
Kira, yeah.
Kira.
Kira.
When she fought this guy in the locked room and she was asked, how did you know, how to do that? And she said that she studied Terrascasi, which I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
That was
You
cool,
were
because
like,
that is
you
an
like that.
obscure PlayStation 1 video game that was horrible. It's a broken game, but that is part of the Star Wars, history. That's very minor and obscure. So surprised that they referenced that. I liked how they finally explained the Han thing, because that bugs me in the old Star Wars. When there's always one character that says a certain word differently than everybody else, and nobody calls him out on it. Like, it's just like, it's obvious that they're saying it wrong, but nobody like
Cares or
challenges or makes any notice of it. And then it makes all the audience wonder what's the real way to say it.
Yeah.
Like when Princess Leia says Dantooine instead of Tatooine. Like, it starts with a D. But nobody says anything about that being, like, weird.
Yeah.
And Lando calls,
Han.
he always says Han.
Han.
And so there's a scene, in the movie where Han introduces himself as Han,
Yeah.
and Lando calls him Han, as kind of like, because they're kind of rivals
Yeah.
when they
They're
first
playing, yeah.
meet. Yeah. So he's doing it as like kind of a dig, like, yeah, I know your name, but I'm not going to like
Yeah.
use your name on purpose.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was good. Now, Disney decided that it was necessary to give an concrete canon explanation for Han's name, Han Solo.
Yeah, that
Horrible.
was ridiculous. That was totally
Could not have
unnecessary.
been more lazy.
Yeah. It was like, what is your family? What is your tribe?
Oh, I don't have a family. Oh, so you're alone.
But then
Okay,
he
so
was
your name's
like,
Han Solo.
But it took the
Okay.
guy like 5 minutes. Like, let us give him a name then. And he was like, just like in his thoughts, and then you will be Solo.
Yeah.
And
Disney, what the hell? Like, so lazy. No effort was put into coming up with an explanation for Han Solo's name, nor did it need one. We didn't
need it.
We went 40
It's just
years.
like those-
40 years with no explanation as to why his
and we-
last name is Solo.
We like it.
And nobody cared. And now we have...
We respect his name. We
Yeah.
like it, and just without needing to know which one was his tribe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's get into the droid, L3.
That was pretty annoying.
Holy
But
smokes.
somehow I was able to relate myself to her. So I was just like, was that really a robot or like a cyber thing? Or they just were trying to personificate or like make a woman look like a robot? Because the way she was walking, like all bossy, and I was just like,
It was a woman.
that's just me when I get pissed off, when I'm angry.
Okay,
That
we're
was
saying-
just me.
L3 is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrid. Every scene that robot was in
It hurt
was
my eyes.
horrendous.
My
It
eyes
was
and my
hard
ears.
to watch.
Yes.
I mean, you got to give Kathleen Kennedy credit for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a feat of mastery to be able to come up with a Star Wars character
And just
that's more
destroy it.
dislikable than Jar Jar Binks.
Yes.
I mean, L3 is by a landslide the worst character in all of Star Wars.
Yeah, I would rather watch again like a movie with
It
this
could not have
character
been
than-
more
the
obvious. It could not have been more obvious that this entire character's existence was to jam a political agenda talking point down your throats as forcefully and violently as they possibly could. Everything that this character said was about racism against droids, robots, who they're robots. They don't get rights. They're machines. Okay? I will admit, when you first see her and she's like arguing, or she has like a problem with the droid fighting arena that's happening.
Can you
I
see
mean-
that they are using you? Blah, blah, blah.
To be fair, I could see C-3PO making kind of a comment like that, like, "Oh my God," because C-3PO kind of complains about the fate of droids.
But he's a
But it's kind of
likable
funny.
character,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like kind of funny, and
Yeah.
it's definitely not political.
Yeah.
But this L3 was horrible. The worst one for me, I wanted to just smash my TV, was when Lando and L3 are piloting the Millennium Falcon, and it's like quiet, they're just kind of cruising, and Lando like gets up out of the cockpit chair and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and get a drink or something. Do you want anything?" And her response was so fast and like it was like a poignant
So out
dig.
of place. So
Like she was waiting for someone to ask her that so
So-
she could make this point. And she says, "Equal rights?" it was oh my gosh, it was horrible.
and I mean, know that we don't think, or I don't think that, like cyborgs or like robots had like feelings or rights. I mean, I show you this movie, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's maybe out of topic, but I love it. What is it named by?
Bicentennial
Yeah.
Man with
Yeah.
Robin Williams. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a different universe.
I
And they're
know.
painting it.
I
That
know,
movie
but
made
it
me
was a
uncomfortable
robot
also.
that was not a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not hard to see. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Solo was a movie that, like the name said, I will just solo
Yeah.
watch it once. I don't think I want to see that movie again, especially because of, or I will just skip those scenes because
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. So
Thankfully, she gets destroyed like pretty. She's not in a ton of the movie. Maybe 15,
I just hope they will not bring her back.
20%. Yeah, she's like. She's not in the movie a whole lot, but the parts that she is in, it is hard to watch. It is really bad.
Yeah, it's the first time that I really don't like. Like usually I like R2D. I like R2D2. I like
Yeah.
C3. Like, but this is the first time that I am totally.
BB-8 is just kind of meh,
Oh yeah, that one. That
kind of there,
yeah,
but not bad.
But this one, I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
like her.
Now, I guess the last thing to talk about would be Darth Maul. That was cool.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, I had heard, I kind of knew it would happen at the end, but we know that Darth Maul is alive from the Clone Wars animated series, but Darth Maul is just a bad dude, and he's a cool character.
Cool bad
He's
dude.
got the robot legs now because he got chopped in half by Obi-Wan, and he looked older because he is older. He looked more kind of grizzled and kind of war torn and kind of rough.
Mature.
Yeah. That was cool. Hopefully they set that up for like future movies to be a prominent thing there. But I mean, I thought that actor overall did a good job playing Han Solo. Wasn't horrible. You do see Han in kind of a different light, not acting like the Han from the original movies, but that's because this Han is younger and he's just getting his feet wet in the smuggling crime,
I know, but nothing will
Trade.
ever compare with Harrison Ford.
No,
Sorry.
of course not.
I know.
So-
I'm just saying, like, it was hard for me to
Yeah.
relate this guy to Harrison Ford. So for me, it was just a movie about a Star Wars character, and that's
Yeah.
it.
So overall, it was an okay movie. I'm fine with stating that it's part of the Star Wars canon, the lore, the story of Star Wars universe. Fine with that. It's entertaining to watch. Had a good time.
Yeah.
L3, holy mother of
I really
God.
hope not to see her in
That
any
was
other movie.
abysmal.
Yeah.
To see that abuse of a established 40-year-old pop cultural franchise to be raped as a political platform for a radical left
There is a new movie coming, right, on
Agenda.
December.
yes.
To be honest, I'm not really like thrilled or like anxious to watch it. Like, we will see, but I would rather wait until it's out. Like
Yeah.
not on the theaters. I
Yeah,
don't know,
sure.
because
But-
I'm not that excited anymore about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, if they start playing the first movies again on the theaters, I will go again.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, those are our thoughts, our insights on
Han Solo.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
So, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Let us know what you think.
Talk to you next
Bye.
time.